Well, internationally, radish is a vegetable which is generally associated with salads. But in India, you can make multiple things out of it. They can become part of curries, stews, soups, and also some sabzis. Well, today on that note, let me show you a very simple home-style sabzi called Mooli Ki Sabzi. Hey guys, it's Varun Inamdar and welcome to Emami Healthy and Tasty YouTube channel. Let's begin with some pre-prep because that is going to take some time. First, of course, we all know that's a radish. Let's peel this and ensure that the top thin skin kind of comes off. Well, this is a vegetable which is also going to use the leaves. So let's not discard them. We'll of course put them to use. Snip off the ends. Keep the leaves aside. We'll of course wash these nicely and then put these to use. Let's transfer this in a bowl for later use and move on to the leafy part of the vegetable. Well, initially, the stems need to be trimmed like so. And as the leaves approach, you need to start shredding them finely. Let's transfer these as well in the same bowl. The next step is chopping red onions. The next ingredient and the main flavor of this recipe are green chilies and garlic. So let's move on to that. Snip the stalks off. All we need to do is cut these into little pieces and transfer in the mortar and pestle and crush this roughly. Well, this step actually is going to derive a lot of flavor into the chilies and consequently also into the recipe. So ensure that you do this specially. Let's transfer this as well. And finally, some cloves of garlic. Well, for leafy vegetables like so, I generally and personally prefer using cloves of garlic with their skin on. If you're not comfortable, of course, you can peel them. Now that our pre-preparation is done and ready, let's move on to actually cooking the sabzi. For that, we need to heat a kadhai pan or wok. Of course, that's a personal choice. And to this, I'm adding in a teaspoon of Emami Healthy and Tasty refined sunflower oil. Well, I'm using a neutral flavored oil because it's important to use this kind of oil to bring out the natural taste and flavor of the vegetable that is involved. So, let's move on. Allow this to heat. Let's begin with green chilies that are crushed. And immediately follow this up with some garlic. Saute this and add in the chopped onions. Well, this recipe, if you follow the technique closely, follows the principle of a classic stir fry. Well, on that note, whenever you think of making stir fries or sabzis like these, think of Emami Healthy and Tasty refined sunflower oil because it's neutral. Time to add in the cut radish and its leaves. To this, let's add in the seasoning or salt. One quick mix and allow the radish to cook. Well, you can stir fry the vegetable on high flame or you can turn it to medium and then cook it further for 10 minutes. Well, I personally like doing that, though I like retaining a little bite in the vegetable, but that's absolutely a personal choice. Well, on that note, the sabzi is done and ready. With this, your aromatic, tasty and absolutely home style Mooli Ki Sabzi is done and ready. And this goes wonderfully well with fulka, with dal rice or with kadhi khichdi. It's also very good for your stomach and detoxifies your body. On that note, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to Emami Healthy and Tasty YouTube channel.